Hello, I'm Mary Lou Grunert and I'm your nurse and I'll be doing an assessment on your abdominal area. And just tell me your name.
M.
Okay, and your age?
60.
Very good. And your profession?
I'm a legal secretary.
Very good. And do you have any problems in your abdominal area, your liver, your spleen, any pain, any complaints?
No.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I ask that you lie down. And I'm just going to expose your abdominal area. Okay, and so I'm just going to look. I'm looking for color, for motion, surface motion, for venous return. And the color looks excellent. I don't see any cyanosis, any jaundice, any bruises on both sides. Okay, so the inspection looks good. I'm just going to ask that you breathe deeply. Okay, and release. So I don't see any messes while you do that. The other thing that the abdominal muscles. So when you breathe, do the breathing again for me. Okay, so I'm assessing the abdominal muscles. And again, I don't see any messes, anything. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is auscultate. I'm going to have to auscultate first and then do percussion. I don't want to do percussion first because that could alter your bowel sounds, okay? So I'm going to auscultate with the stethoscope. Okay, and I'm going to auscultate for bowel sounds on the 4 quadrants. Okay, on your right upper quadrant, your right lower quadrant, your left lower quadrant, and your left upper quadrant. And the bowel sounds should be between 5 and 35. That would be the normal one. I can also auscultate for bruits on your aortic, on your arteries. I'll start with the aorta. That will branch into the iliac artery and the renal artery. Okay, and then into the femoral artery. Okay, it sounds good, no bruits. Now I'm going to do percussion for tongue. I'm going to percuss on the entire 4 quadrants, okay? And the sound should be tympanic because you don't have organs there. You have the stomach, you have the intestines. Okay? Now I'm going to measure your liver, try to assess the liver size. So I'm going to start lower around the umbilical area at mid-clavicle and going up and see when I have dullness. Okay, so here would be the line for the dullness, and then I'm going to start from the top above your rib cage, between the ribs, and once I have dullness again, I'm going to put the other line, and between these 2 lines is the size of the liver, and the size should be between 6 and 12 centimeters. Okay? Then I can assess the dullness of your spleen on the left side. Okay, and I ask that you breathe deeply. Okay, and at this point it should be tympanic because the spleen went up. If it's still dullness, it means that you have an enlarged spleen. Okay. The gastric air is also on the left side, on the on the below the rib cage and around the lower epigastric area. That's where we find the gastric air bubble. Now I'm just going to do light palpation for muscle palpation. Okay, so I'm just going to do light palpation with the tips of my fingers, with the pads of my fingers. And you let me know if there is any pain, any tenderness. Nothing?
No.
Everything feels fine. Okay. Okay, I don't feel any resistance. I don't see any masses. Now I'm going to do deep palpation. Okay, so I can start on this quadrant around the umbilicus ring, the liver border, which is right under the ribs. And if you breathe deeply for me, okay, and you now exhale, the liver should fall right into my fingers. Okay, excellent. The spleen, I could do the same around the spleen, but a normal finding is that I will not be able to palpate the spleen unless there is an enlargement. That's the only way I would feel the spleen. The gallbladder is right behind the liver, so I will not be able to palpate that as well. And the aortic pulsation is slightly on the left line, mid-left for the pulsation of the aorta. Okay, now I just would like that you sit again so I can assess for your kidneys. Okay, the kidney is usually the right side that is more palpable. So I have the flank and I have the rib cage. So that's where I would palpate for the kidney, and I just want to see if there is the sound, if it's tympanic or dullness. That's the dullness part. Okay, and that's the end of our assessment. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Bye-bye.